Welcome to the ultimate statement in responsible adulthood, the Volvo XC90. If you are an architect, a surgeon, or someone who simply wants the world to know you've outgrown the flashy German alternatives, this is the car for you. It is a masterclass in Scandinavian minimalism. It doesn't shout, it whispers safety and refined taste. It is the automotive equivalent of a cashmere jumper, expensive, understated, and incredibly soft. But here is the professional reality. Beneath that minimalist aesthetic lies a powertrain so stressed and a digital system so complex that it makes a Swiss watch look like a sundial. Let's talk about the four-cylinder obsolescence first. Volvo made a questionable decision years ago. They stopped making big engines. Whether you buy a base diesel or the top-tier T8 plug-in hybrid, you're getting a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine. In a vehicle that weighs nearly 2.5 tons, that engine is working harder than a one-armed wallpaper hanger. To get 400 horsepower out of a tiny engine, Volvo had to supercharge it, turbocharge it, and then, in the hybrid models, bolt an electric motor to the back. It's engineering via overkill. It's brilliant when it works, but you're essentially driving a high-pressure science experiment. Technically, the safety heritage is the XC90's greatest strength. This car wasn't just designed to pass crash tests, it was designed to survive the Swedish moose test. It features runoff road protection that can tighten your seatbelts and absorb vertical impact forces if you fly into a ditch. It is a rolling bunker. If you have a family, there is no more reassuring place to be. But herein lies the catch. The safety tech is now entirely digital. The car relies on a suite of radar, cameras, and software that occasionally decides a stray leaf is a pedestrian and slams on the anchors. It's protective to the point of being paranoid. From a professional maintenance perspective, the XC90 is a digital sovereign. It features the Sensus infotainment system, a portrait-oriented tablet that controls everything. Like the Tesla, it removed the buttons, but unlike the Tesla, the Volvo system can be as slow as a Monday morning. When you want to turn on your heated seats in a sub-zero January, you have to wait for the computer to boot up. It's style over substance in its most frustrating form. And when that screen goes black, you lose your climate control, your navigation, and your sanity. It's a single point of failure in a car that markets itself on reliability. Let's talk about the air suspension gamble. Most high-spec XC90s come with four-corner air suspension. It provides a magic carpet ride that rivals the best from Germany. But after 60,000 miles, those rubber bags and the compressor have a tendency to retire. You'll walk out to your driveway and find your Swedish fortress kneeling on its haunches like a tired elephant. Replacing the air suspension on an XC90 is a 4,000-pound rite of passage for the second owner. It's a car that demands a proactive maintenance budget. If you aren't prepared to spend 2,000 pounds on a minor electronic glitch, you shouldn't be shopping in the Volvo showroom. The depreciation on the XC90 is surprisingly stable. It holds its value better than the Land Rover Discovery because people perceive it as safer and more reliable. But that perception is a bit of a myth. The XC90 has its fair share of gremlins, particularly with the hybrid battery cooling systems and the sunroof drains that, if blocked, will flood your expensive electrical modules under the floor. It's a car that requires you to be detail-oriented. You need to check the drains, you need to update the software, and you need to pray that the supercharger clutch doesn't decide to disintegrate on the school run. And then there's the interior quality. This is where Volvo wins the argument. The Auraforce crystal gear shifter, the unpolished wood, and the Nappa leather make a BMW interior look like a plastics factory. It is a genuinely beautiful place to spend time. It's a sanctuary. But that sanctuary is built on a foundation of incredibly stressed mechanical components. It's a car for people who appreciate design, but perhaps don't want to know how the sausage is made under the bonnet.
Is it still the best family SUV? If you value peace of mind and subtle prestige, the answer is yes. It's the most civilized way to transport 7 people. An Audi Q7 is too aggressive, and a BMW X5 is too sporty. The Volvo is just right. But the stance here is this. The Volvo XC90 is a magnificent piece of over-engineering that hides its complexity behind a veneer of simplicity. It's a car that will protect your life, but it might just ruin your weekend with a system update required message. The stance here is simple. The Volvo XC90 is the responsible choice for people who have enough money to not worry about the repair bill. It's a car that makes you feel like a good parent, even if the car itself is having a digital nervous breakdown behind the scenes. It's a technological fortress with a very expensive drawbridge. Subscribe if you want more honest, unbiased takes on the cars that the architects won't tell you the truth about. Or don't. I'm going to find a car that doesn't require a software patch just to open the glove box. See you in the next one.